Lecture number 5. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today we will study about the oxides. Oxides are binary compounds of oxygen with an other element. It means that any compound of oxygen with another element are called oxides. For example, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, calcium oxide, carbon monoxide, zinc oxide, barium oxide, water, etc. These are termed as oxides because here oxygen is in combination with one element. These are all binary compound. Binary mean a compound made up of two elements. One is oxygen and the other is any other element. It may be a metal or non-metal. So these are all binary compounds of oxygen, hence they are called oxides. Classification of oxides. Oxides are classified as number 1, normal oxides. Normal oxides are those oxides in which the oxidation state of oxygen is -2. These normal oxides are further subclassified into number 1, acidic oxide, number 2, basic oxide, number 3, amphoteric oxides, or number 4, neutral oxides. The second type of oxide is peroxides. Those oxides in which the oxidation state of oxygen is -1, they are called peroxides. For example, hydrogen peroxide, sodium peroxide, these are the common examples of peroxides. Third type is superoxides. The oxides in which the oxidation state of oxygen is -1/2, they are called superoxides. For example, potassium superoxide. Number 4 is suboxides. Suboxides are those oxides in which there is no definite ratio of oxygen with the other element. This ratio may be different in different compounds. They are called suboxides, in which the oxygen present is less than the as expected from an oxide. They are also called suboxides. Two important oxides having different useful structures are number 1, spinels, number 2, perovskites. First we will study about the spinels. Spinel is a group of minerals. Its main member is magnesium aluminium oxides. It has the formula MgAl2O4. Actually, it is a combination of magnesium oxide, MgO, and aluminium oxide, Al2O3. And when we combine the two, we get the formula MgAl2O4. The name spinel comes from the Latin word spinella, which means spine in reference to its pointed crystals. The name spinel is derived from the Latin word spinella. Spinella means spine, in which the different vertebra are united to form a spine. These vertebra have the pointed structures. Like these structures, spinal have also similar structures. So due to similarity in the structure, these types of compounds are given the name spinels. Spinels have the general formula AB2O4. A is a divalent cation like magnesium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, cadmium, tin. While B is a trivalent cation like aluminium, gallium, indium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, and nickel. Examples are magnesium aluminium oxide, or it can be written as MgOAl2O3. Mn3O4, it can be written as MnOMn2O3. ZnFe2O4, or it can be written as ZnOFe2O3, and FeCr2O4. This is the formula of chromite ore. It can be written as FeOCr2O3, etc. There are two types of spinal structures. Number one, normal spinal structures. Number two, inverse spinal structures. First, we will study the normal spinal structures. In the normal spinal structure, a spinal unit cell is made up of 8 face-centered cubic cells. The anions, usually oxide ions O-2, occupy the face-centered cubic lattice points. The divalent A+2 cations occupy 1/8 of the tetrahedral voids. Voids are empty spaces, whereas the trivalent B+3 cations occupy 1/2 of the octahedral voids. Thus, a normal spinal can be represented as A tetra, B twice octa, O4. This is the general formula for the normal spinals. The examples of normal spinals are MgAl2O4, Mn3O4, FeCr2O4, CO3O4. So these are the examples of normal spinal structure. This is the structure of the normal spinal. Figure 1, a simplified view of the normal spinal unit cell is shown with the content of the back half of the cell removed for clarity. It means that there are basically 8 cubic unit cells, 4 on the front side and 4 on the back side. The 4 on the back side are not shown for simplicity. Each unit cell contains 8 formulas units and has a composition of A8, B16, O32. This is the one unit cell which contains 8 formula units. Out of these 8, 4 are represented in a big face-centered cubic structure, and the small cubes represent the lower is the tetrahedral structure, and upper one is the lower is cubic and upper is the tetrahedral, in which red ions are oxygen ions, blue B they are octahedral, and A green they occupy the tetrahedral voids. So these are the small units present in the each unit cell of the face-centered cubic structures. It is just like a crystal structure of sodium chloride, in which each sodium ion is surrounded by 6 chloride ions, and each chloride ion is surrounded by 6 sodium ions. So hence we can write Na6Cl6, or for simplicity, if we divide by 6 we can write NaCl. Similarly, for this unit we can write A8, B16, O32, or if we divide them by 8, so it will come to as AB2O4. Second type is the inverse spinel structures. Inverse spinels have closely related structure with the same large unit, in which A site ions and half of the B site ions switch places. In these structures, the A positive 2 ions and half of the B positive 3 ions, they can exchange their positions. A positive 2 ions occupy the octahedral voids, whereas one half of the B positive 3 ions occupy the tetrahedral voids and other half occupy the octahedral sites. As we studied in the normal spinal structure, we observed that A positive 2 cation tetrahedral structures, while B positive 3 occupy the octahedral. But here it is inverse. Here A positive 2 ions occupy octahedral voids, while B positive 3 occupy half tetrahedral voids and other half occupy octahedral sites. It can be represented as B positive 3 tetrahedral, A positive 2, B positive 3 octahedral, O4, or it can also be written as B bracket AB O4. Examples of inverse spinels: Fe3O4, that is known as the ferrite, or that next is cobalt Fe2O4. Next example, nickel Fe2O4. Next is the Pb3O4. It is also known as the red lead. red lead. It is a combination of PbO and Pb2O3. The above inverse spinels can also be written as Fe3O4 can be written as Fe3 bracket Fe2 Fe3O4. Cobalt Fe2O4 can be written as Fe3 cobalt 2 Fe3O4. Nickel Fe2O4 can be written as Fe3 bracket Ni2 Fe3O4. Pb3O4 can be written as Pb2 bracket Pb2 Pb4O4. If the B positive 3 ions have more crystal field stabilization energy gain in octahedral site than that of A positive 2 ion, a normal spinal structure is expected. Now we see that when there is formation of normal spinal structure and when there is formation of inverse spinal structure. If the B positive 3 ion has more crystal field stabilization energy gain in octahedral site than that of A positive 2 ion, a normal spinal structure is expected. Whereas an inverse spinal is formed whenever the divalent A positive 2 ion has comparatively more crystal field stabilization energy gain in octahedral geometry than the trivalent positive 3 ion. So this is the difference of the crystal field stabilization energy when B positive 3 has more crystal field stabilization energy. It means normal spinal structure is expected. When the A positive 2 has more crystal field stabilization energy than trivalent, then inverse spinal structure is expected. Similarly, a normal spinal structure is assumed if both divalent and the trivalent metals are non-transition metals, since no crystal field stabilization is involved. Second point is that if the both divalent and trivalent cations both are non-transition metals, there is no competition for crystal field stabilization energy, then a normal spinal structure is expected. There is tendency of formation of inverse spinal structure in some cases, not all the cases, which contain transition metals. It means that if a spinal has two metals, one transition metal and one non-transition metal, then there are more chances for the formation of inverse spinal structure. This is because the transition metal ions may get extra stability, ligand field stabilization energy in octahedral geometry, prefers octahedral voids over tetrahedral ones. Now we will study the properties of spinals. Number one, Mineral class, they are oxide minerals. They are also called spinal group. Number 2, general formula AB2O4. Number 3, luster, they have vitreous luster. Number 4, refractive index, their refractive index varies from 1.71 to 1.736. Number 5, color, they have different colors: black, blue, pink, red, purple, green, white, yellow, brown, etc. Number 6, their specific gravity ranges from 3.5 to 4.1. Their crystal structure is cubic crystal system. Number 9, hardness, it is measured on Mohs hardness scale. The hardness ranges from 7.5 to 8. Transparency, they are translucent or transparent. Now we will study the uses or applications of spinels. Number 1, the primary use of spinel is a gemstone. It means it is used in jewelry because they are of different colors and they are transparent. They have a very shiny appearance. Therefore, they are used as gemstones in jewelry. Spinel and ruby are chemically similar. Spinel is magnesium aluminium oxide and ruby is aluminium oxide. Okay, if we compare the spinel with ruby gemstone, the main spinel is magnesium aluminium oxide while ruby is a aluminium oxide. The red coloring agent in both gem is the same element, chromium. It means that both spinel and ruby, they are red in color and their color is due to presence of chromium. Spinel and ruby also have different luster. They have different refractive index, density and hardness. In fact, many rubies of notable fame belong to crown jewel collections were found to be actually spinels. In the crown jewels, we observed that the gemstones were basically different spinels. Number 2, zinc alumina spinels work well as a catalyst in the synthesis of styrene from acetophenone. It means that zinc aluminium oxide spinel can be used as a catalyst for the synthesis of styrene from acetophenone. It's a very good catalyst and nowadays it is used in the synthesis of styrene, which is polymerized to polystyrene, which is a packing material. We observe that white packing material is basically polystyrene. Number 3, medical applications. Spinels are widely used in different medical instrumentations. Number 1, magnetic resonance imaging, also called MRI. Number 2, target drug delivery. Okay, if we have a special target in the body where a drug should be reached and work there, we use spinels to carry the drug to the point in the body. Number 3, hyperthermia for cancer treatment. Okay, in the cancer patient, there are different temperature of the different parts of body, and for their treatment we use spinals. Number 5, they are used high density storage devices like USB and other high density storage devices. Spinals are used. Number 6, magnetic fluids, they are used as magnetic fluids. Number 7, transformer cores. Number 8, microwave devices, they are used in different magnetic bars for the production of microwaves in microwave ovens. Number 9, humidity and gas sensors, they are used for to check and quantify the humidity and gas in the atmosphere. Number 10, spinels are used as refractory material in cement, rotary kilns, the iron and steel industries, and glass tank furnaces. So these are the applications of spinel. Now we will study the second type of oxides having special structures which are very useful. They are called perovskites. Perovskites are a large family of crystalline ceramics that derive their name from a specific mineral known as perovskite. Perovskite is basically a calcium titanium oxide. On the basis of this name, the different crystalline ceramics which have similar type of formulae are also called perovskites. The mineral was discovered in the Ural mountains of Russia by Gustav Rose in 1839 and is named after Russian mineralogist Lev Perovsky 1792 to 1856. The word perovskite is basically derived from the name of the Russian mineralogist Perovsky. On the basis of his name, he was a great mineralogist of Russia. On the basis of his name, these minerals are named as perovskites. The characteristic formula of perovskite is AbO3, where A atom exhibiting a positive 2 charge and B atom exhibiting a positive 4 charge. Perovskite oxides exhibit an array of electrical properties and a variety of solid state phenomena from insulating, semiconducting, metallic and superconducting characters. Therefore, they are very fascinating to be studied. Perovskites are basically oxides which have the formula AbO3, where A is a divalent cation and B is a tetravalent cation. Their properties are very interesting, therefore they have very useful applications in daily life, therefore they have more attractions, are fascinating to be studied. Properties. Perovskite materials exhibit many interesting properties. Number 1, closal magnetoresistance. It means they change their electrical resistance in the presence of a magnetic field. For example, manganese-based perovskite oxides. These perovskites change their electrical resistance when they are kept under the magnetic field. Number 2, ferroelectricity. It means a spontaneous electric polarization that can be reversed by the application of an external electric field. Ferroelectricity is actually spontaneous electric polarization. However, when we apply the external electric field, they change their direction of electric polarization. This is called the ferroelectricity. This is the second property of perovskites. Number 3, superconductivity. These materials show superconductivity, or they show minimum resistance in the flow of electrons. Number 4, they have high thermal power. It means that they can absorb very high temperature and stable up to very high temperature. Number 5, magnetic and transport properties. The scientists have designed perovskite crystals to have a wide variety of physical, optical and electrical characteristics. As we see that perovskites can be synthesized and their properties can be maintained according to the requirement. Now the scientists have designed perovskite crystals to have wide variety of physical, optical and electrical characteristics. Structures. Perovskite's formula is AbO3. Its example is calcium titanate, CaTiO3. Calcium is divalent ion, titanium is tetravalent cation. Structure. Titanium positive 4 ions are at the corners of a cube. Calcium positive 2 ions in the center of a cube. Octahedrally coordinated, while oxide ions are in the center of the cubic faces. So these are the positions of the different ions in perovskite crystals. Most of perovskites having formula AbO3 are cubic or nearly cubic in structure in their ideal form. The atoms are generally arranged so that 12 coordinated A positive 2 atoms mark the corners of a cube. Octahedral oxide ions are featured on the faces of that cube, and octahedral B positive 4 ions are located in the center of the structures. However, some perovskites have also hexagonal structures. The cubic structures of the perovskites are Figure 1 is the typical structure of calcium titanate. The first perovskites was calcium titanate. Here we see that the red balls indicate calcium 2 ions, grey balls are oxide ions, while green balls are titanium positive 4 ions. We observe that calcium ions are at the corners of a cube, oxide ions are at the corners of octahedral structure, while titanium is in the center of the octahedron. Similarly, figure 2 is the structure of AbO4, a general structure of the perovskites in which grey balls are at the corners. They are of divalent cation A. The oxide ions are on the corner of a octahedron located in the center of the cubic crystal, while the tetrapositive B ion is in the center of the cube. Applications or uses of perovskites. Perovskite crystals find many applications in daily life. Number 1, they are used in ultrasound machines and memory chips. Number 2, perovskites can generate laser light. For example, lithium aluminate doped with neodymium gave laser emission at 1080 nanometer. It means that perovskites can be used to produce the laser light, and we can use different perovskites for emission of laser light of different wavelengths. Number 3, they are used in the manufacturing of photovoltaic solar cells. Number 4, superconductors. As we studied earlier in the properties, they have the property of superconductance. Strontium titanate, rubidium wolfrate, hexagonal structure. H stand for hexagonal structure. K wolfrate, T for tetrahedral structure, and lithium wolfrate hexagonal structure are used as superconductors. These are the examples of perovskites which act as superconductors. Number 5, biogas and glucose sensors. It means that perovskites can be used for the biogas and glucose sensors. For example, lanthanum ferrate and strontium titanate are used as biosensors as well as gas sensors. Lanthanum cobaltate has the best carbon monoxide gas sensing properties, while cobalt, iron, lanthanate and strontium pallidate are used as promising hydrogen peroxide and glucose sensors. So these are the examples of different perovskites which can be used as biosensors, gas sensors, glucose sensors and hydrogen peroxide sensors. Number 6, cobalt-based perovskite is used as a replacement for platinum in catalytic converters in diesel vehicles, as we observe that in the developed countries the motor vehicles which are derived by diesel oil, they use platinum catalytic converters which convert all the obnoxious gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen peroxide, nitric oxide into useful gases. Instead of using platinum catalytic, because platinum is a very costly metal, so scientists are working to replace these platinum catalytic converters by the other converters. So now cobalt-based perovskites are used as a replacement for the platinum catalytic converters in diesel vehicles. Number 7, nanoperovskites are recently utilized in electrochemical sensing of alcohols, gases, amino acids, acetone, etc. Perovskites in their nanoform or in their nanoparticles, they can be used as a sensor for alcohols, gases, amino acids, acetone, etc. Thanks. This is all about the oxides. If you have any question, you are welcome. Thanks.